Good morning, everybody. How are you all doing? Nice to see everybody. I will see you on the trails shortly. I haven't been out because it's been super rainy, very cold. But I was sitting here this morning and I had a Bible verse come up. And it had so much energy attached to it, so I thought I would share it with all of you. I'll read it right now. I'll say it again. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than for a rich person to enter the kingdom of God. So we're going to talk about this morning from a non-dual perspective. It is easier for a camel to enter through the eye of the needle than a rich person to enter the kingdom of God. Let me tell you why I'm feeling this so deeply. The kingdom of God is who you are. It's who you are. It's what we talk about on this channel. It's the totality of all of existence. It's the love, the truth, the freedom that we're all craving through seeking, right? Through attempting to create an identity. That is what seeking is. It's the creation of an identity. And so thought is what's creating identity, right? The richness of thought. And a seeking pattern, what it does is it clings to an image. So if you, a great example of this is artists, musicians, creative types, people in media, television. Those individuals have done a very, very, very good job creating an identity for themselves, creating an image. And most of us do this through either the roles we play in society or our jobs, you know? And career's a really good one. Relationships are really good ones too, but the reason career is such a good one is because we build our livelihood through career. We build our life through career, our purpose, our path. And the people who have very good careers, very successful careers, entrepreneurs, for example, they have a very solid foundation in who and what they think they are, right? And so in non-duality, that all gets deconstructed. We go through years without having a damn clue who we are, right? That's part of the loss of the personal I. Because in reality, you are nothing. You are nothing. And that is your freedom. That is your kingdom of God. That is how you move through the eye of the needle. And so when we come to the gates of non-duality, we come with our identity. And we are asked to surrender that. The identity of a woman, the identity of your age, of your culture, of your nationality, of your relationships, of who you're still trying to be in the world, who you're still trying to show up for in a particular way to meet this psychological need of safety and security. And these identities are conditioned. For a long time, there was guilt and shame here at some of the dynamics that were getting played out that were very dysfunctional. And then it became very clear that these weren't personal dynamics, that these are actually just naturally wired into the human being for the purpose of, survival, for the purpose of attempting to get love. And when we arrive at these non-dual gates that ask us to leave and surrender our identities before we can enter this kingdom of God. We go through the dark night of the soul. We go through this decomposition, this composting, and this decay period where we're actually coming into the heart, right? The spiritual heart. And this isn't in the chest area. This isn't a heart like we see on Valentine's Day. This is your being. Your being is your heart. Your true nature is your heart. So we'll see energetically our sense of self getting pulled out from the mental dynamics and into our actual physical body, because the heart embodies through the entire physical system energetically. So you'll experience this fusion, and this is the eye of the needle part, that we experience this fusion of losing the doer. So no longer are you the speaker, right? You are now the speaking. No longer are you the teacher, you are now the teaching. No longer are you a writer, you are now the writing. No longer are you a swimmer, you are now the swimming. No longer are you the driver, you're now the driving. So that gap closes. That collapse, that final collapse happens. And that's when the energetics move into all things, into everything, into the kingdom of God. But that movement through that very narrow passageway of that dark tunnel that we're all going through, guys. If you're on the non-dual path, you're going through this, period. There's no other way. We all have to go through that narrowing, that decaying, where we become thinner and thinner and thinner until there's nothing left. Only everything's left. And if you are everything, then you are also nothing. So I'll read this again because it's so darn beautiful. I'll say it again. It is easier for a camel to go through the eye of a needle than a rich person to enter the kingdom of God. Love. See you on the trails, guys. Have a great weekend. Bye-bye.